I watched my friend get a raise, like a real raise, and somehow he was more stressed a month later, not because he bought a boat or a Rolex or anything like that. It was because his brain heard this old sentence from childhood: money doesn't last, so spend it while you have it. And if you've ever looked at your paycheck and thought, wait, how am I broke again? Yeah, this video might explain your entire financial life. You know that little rush when payday hits? You're like, okay, we're back, we're safe, for like 5 minutes. And then you open your bank app and it's basically a jump scare. Rent, car payment, auto insurance, groceries that somehow cost $186, and you're standing there like, I bought eggs, and sadness. Student loan minimum, credit card minimum, and then, out of nowhere, some medical bill that you thought insurance covered. Except covered in America means, surprise, you owe $413, and now you're staring at your checking account like it personally hates you. You didn't do anything crazy. You're not out here buying champagne on a Tuesday. You just lived a normal American life. So why does it still feel like you're always one flat tire away from panic? Because it might not be your budget. It might be your story. Okay, here's the part nobody really tells you. You don't just learn money, you absorb it. Like, it's in the walls. It's in the vibe. It's in the way your parents reacted when the car needed repairs. And psychologists have a name for these: money scripts, which sounds fancy, but it's basically just little beliefs about money you picked up as a kid. And now they run your adult life in the background, like an app on your phone you forgot you downloaded, but it's still draining your battery every day. And this is the part that always gets people. Your brain treats these scripts like facts, even if your adult life is totally different. So you might say you want to build wealth. You might genuinely mean it, but your brain is still running stuff like, rich people are greedy. Debt is normal. Everyone has it. We're not investors. That's not us. Money causes fights. If I get extra money, it'll disappear anyway. And look, in the US, this hits extra hard because our whole system is basically built to turn emotions into transactions. Bad day at work, DoorDash, feeling behind, Target run, anxious at 11 p.m., Amazon cart. And credit cards make it worse because swiping doesn't feel like losing money. It feels like tapping a screen. That's not because you're stupid. That's your brain doing a thing. It's called present bias, which is just a fancy way of saying your brain loves right now more than it loves later. Retirement is future you. Debt payoff is future you. An emergency fund is future you. But Starbucks right now, that's current you. Loud, emotional, holding the microphone. And if you grew up with real money stress like overdrafts, shut-off notices, parents fighting about bills, your brain learned one lesson: money equals danger. So even when you finally make more, your brain still spends like the danger is coming. Here's the aha. You don't have a spending problem. You have a belief problem, because money behavior isn't just math. It's identity. If you grew up hearing "we're broke," you might still be acting like someone who has to survive. Even if you now make decent money, have a 401k option at work, and technically, on paper, should be okay. So when people say, just budget better, it's like, cool. But if your brain thinks money disappears, it will make money disappear. So here's the line I want you to remember. Your bank account is following instructions your brain wrote in childhood. And once you see that, you stop trying to force discipline. You start rewriting the script. All right, practical time. Not never buy coffee again. Not just make more money. Real steps that work even if you're tired, busy, and your brain panics when your balance gets low. Step 1. Catch the script mid-scroll. Name it like a villain. Next time you're about to buy something impulsively, pause 5 seconds and ask, what sentence am I obeying right now? Because your brain will dress it up as logic. It's on sale. I deserve it. I'll save next month. I've had a stressful week. But underneath it might be, money doesn't last. Or, if I don't buy it now, I'll miss out. Or, I'm always behind anyway. Real example. It's 11:48 p.m. You're on Amazon. You're about to buy a $79 gadget you didn't even know existed yesterday. Pause and literally say, "Oh, this is my bad day equals purchase script." That moment, that's a pattern interrupt. That's you grabbing the remote. Step 2, build a safety account because your brain needs proof, not promises. If you grew up with financial chaos, your brain will not calm down because you made a spreadsheet. It calms down when it sees safety. So open a high-yield savings account and name it something emotional. I'm serious. Call it Rent Doesn't Scare Me. Call it Peace. Call it I Don't Panic Fund. Start tiny, $25 per paycheck. If you get paid bi-weekly, that's like $50 a month. Set it to auto-transfer the same day your direct deposit hits. And you're going to want to say, "But I need every dollar." I get it. But the point of $25 isn't the amount. The point is proving to your brain, we're building an exit ramp. After a few months, you've got $300 to $500. And that's the difference between panic and annoyed when life happens. Step 3, treat your 401k match like a raise, because it literally is. If your job offers a 401k match, your first script rewrite is, "I don't leave free money on the table." Even if you can't max it out, even if you're in debt, start by getting the full match. Example, you make $60,000. You put in 4% equals about $2,400 a year. Your employer matches another $2,400. That's not financial discipline. That's you taking a raise you only get if you opt in. And psychologically, it's huge, because now you're becoming the kind of person who builds wealth quietly, automatically, in the background. Step 4, replace one script with one rule. Don't try to fix your whole life today. You're not going to delete every childhood belief overnight, so don't. Pick one replacement rule you can actually live with. If your script is "money disappears anyway," replace it with "my money gets a job the day I get paid." If your script is "minimum payments are fine," replace it with "I don't do minimum payments as a lifestyle." If your script is "I'm bad with money," replace it with "money is a skill, not a personality trait." Real example, your credit card is at 24% APR. Minimum is $110. Your rule is, "I pay $50 extra every paycheck." That's $100 extra a month. Not perfect, but powerful, because the goal isn't perfection. It's direction. Let me show you what this looks like with a real person. Meet Jasmine. She's 29, makes $58,000 a year, has $6,800 in credit card debt, and $22,000 in student loans. And she's been living paycheck to paycheck for so long, she stopped believing it could change. Her childhood money script was, "Don't get your hopes up. Money never lasts." So every time she got extra money, bonus, tax refund, side hustle cash, she spent it fast. Not because she was irresponsible, because her brain didn't trust it. Then she did two things: $25 per paycheck into a peace fund, 401k up to the match, and she started catching the script when it showed up. 6 months later, she wasn't rich, but she had $600 in savings. Her credit card was going down, and she stopped checking her bank app with that stomach drop feeling. And then a year later, she got a medical bill. And for the first time in her adult life, she didn't put it on a credit card. That's the moment your life changes, not when you hit 6 figures. When you realize you're not trapped anymore. Here's what I want you to do today. Actually today. Open your notes app and finish this sentence. When I think about money, I automatically believe that. Don't make it pretty. Don't overthink it. Just write the first honest thing. Then right under it, write, "Is that my belief or my parents' fear?" And if you want to go one step further, check your last 10 transactions in your bank app. No judging, no shame spiral, just data, because awareness is step 1. Always. Look, money in America is heavy. Student loans, credit card, APRs, rent going up for no reason, medical bills that feel like a prank. So if you're struggling, that doesn't mean you're broken. It means you're living in a system that's a lot. But you're here. You're paying attention. And that's where change starts. One new script at a time.